Good evening, folks. It's been a long day. It's the 4th. I have a lot of other things to do. I was trying to make 4 videos today, but I couldn't. I'm busy, okay, with real life. I've been watching practice homesteader prepper video. It's a very nice video. It's well done. It got a lot of good thumbnails in it and the whole bit. And he's trying to convert his root cellar into a bomb shelter. And he failed at 3 things. Now, he got the right idea to put up filters, but I'm kind of looking at a 4-inch vent hole. And the space is a little smaller than this. Okay? A lot of people forget human body temperature is at 97 degrees or 96 degrees. You have 4 people, 2 children, and 2 adults in a confined space. That's a lot of CO2 and that's a lot of moisture and that's a lot of heat. And he was wearing shorts and he was telling everybody the root cellar is 32 degrees. Put on some pants and think logically. You have to do the math. Okay? 2, everybody who does a real bomb shelter know it's a 6-inch pipe, not a 4-inch pipe. For 2 reasons. You want ventilation, clean, pure air from outside, and that's why everybody has a commercial MBC filter. It's a drum. You go check Atlas Shelters, they sell them. It's a good system, but you have to use the batteries and fans. Okay? And a lot of people don't understand that. And I have the little dog today, he's sitting on the couch. Instead of fire, I went with the fishy. Okay? Yes, on dirt and underground and stuff. Okay? Not a problem. But most root cellars have a straight go in like tornado shelter, straight in entrance. You want to have it at angle, L-shaped angle or a Z-shaped angle, so it prevents radiation to come in. A lot of people don't do it. A lot of people don't think about it. A lot of people think, well, I'll build the filter outside, put it in a little shed, okay, because you have to protect it against storms, weather changes, wind, nuclear blasts, fire, and everything else. Okay, and 2, filters don't last that long. So you might be going out there and during the 2 weeks time, changing it, disposing of the contaminated filters, and going back in. If it takes more than 20 minutes, you're dead. You fry. That's why you had the filters inside the shelter, so you could roll it outside. Okay, the standard 45-gallon or 55-gallon canister will filter out air for 2 weeks. So you don't have to change that often. You just can't buy these things at Walmart or Home Depot and stuff. He looks all happy and he thinks, well, I'll just go over to Home Depot or Lowe's and I'll buy these filters, HEPA filters for air conditioning. Dad'll take care of it. It's like, no. Hell no. Okay? Again, I tell people, read these books. Okay? You do the math. You have to get rid of the moisture in that kind confined space. So you have to vent out gases. You have to also get rid of CO2 or carbon monoxide. If you run a heater in there, you're also building up carbon monoxide. No matter what, it could be he was trying to put a wood stove in a bomb shelter. It's like, thanks, practice. Okay? Not only you got radiation coming down the chimney, you're also gassing everybody in that little area with CO2. But it's cold. That's why we use electric heaters or gas heaters. Okay? But we're logical about this. So that's why you have a 6-inch vent hole, not a 4. Lord. So remember, folks, body heat, moisture, that's from your breath and perspiration. And the third, okay, 4 people, you got body heat, moisture, and CO2, the third one. Okay, that has to get rid of. You could die from CO2 poisoning as fast as carbon monoxide poisoning. Okay? They're wondering, I got a headache. And then 2 weeks later, we find these corpses in a converted root shelter. Okay? If you plan ahead and did it before and prepare properly, no problem. The water situation and the toilet situation, it has to be re-examined because it didn't sound logical. Well, we'll use the drainage. We drained the groundwater around it. Okay, that sounds like a good system for backflush. If you installed a septic tank to hold the waste like a RV for 2 weeks, that's not a problem. When it's clear, you get out of the shelter and pump out the waste. Okay? But the blocks of gallon water would protect radiation. Fine, put it on top. If you're in the ground, surrounded by dirt, it should be enough barrier. But I want to make another wall. So radiation from the sky is going to walk up straight, and like, I can't get through this wall of water blocks. No. And basically, this is a fallout meter to figure out how much fallout in your area. And just people like, and you have your basic supplies. Okay, this is all covered. And remember, this is he's thinking like this type of design. This is pre-fallout. These were actually blast shelters. Like everybody was building heavy shocks. Again, blast shelters. Okay? Because Uncle Ang gets tired when he hears people designing their bomb shelters, willy-nilly again. And again, these do not have fallout filters. They're good for blast. They're good for everything else. But you die from the fallout because it's in the air. It will protect you from basic radiation and all that wonderful stuff, but it will not save you. And I repeat this over and over again. Now, England did the 2-door thing. You get 2 doors and you put it on top of a bunch of stuff, and you put stuff and dirt and food and stuff, and you poo in a bucket for 2 weeks. Or a trench system or something like that. All right. I know a guy who did this. He died of a heart attack. All right. Got 3 doors from his house. He was afraid that they're going to do nuclear war in the 80s. Put sandbags and dirt. It was a great shelter. Fits fine. You can sit in it. I don't think you'll be living in it 2 weeks. All right. Or living like this in 2 weeks. All right. Shelters has to be designed with thinking, with math. All right, you got 4 people. Okay, and this doesn't include pets, dogs, or anything else. Everybody is producing heat. Everybody producing moisture. Everybody producing CO2. And in that confined space, you go watch Praxis Prepper's video about that space, and you figure out that's a really small space. Okay? Go by square footage on each person. Subtract, okay, body temperature and the room temperature. So you have 4 people. That's 96, 97 degrees. Think of it. Basic math. Okay, it's going to get really uncomfortable and stuffy in there. No external fans. external interior fans. There's none of that there. Okay, so you have smells like somebody gets sick or used the bathroom. That smell is all over that place. And it's going to get so hot and smelly and uriny and whatever that they're going to open the bunker doors and let that cool, unfiltered air in, and they're going to all die from radiation. So think about it, folks. All right? You've got to figure out air intake as well as air exit going out. All right? That's the only thing that I see in Practice Purpose video. He talks a lot, a toxic good, but it's not feasible. Okay? And also, how close is he going to be with the bomb? All right? I'll let you think about it. A lot of these liberals are running around asking, well, you have a bomb shelter? Yeah, and I don't talk about it. Go away. Can I stay there? No. I have money? No again. No, there's a few people I'll let in because I figure out why. You know, my family knows where it is because I have to have them drive up there because people don't plan. I tell them, if you have a mine shaft, why is Uncle Alan taking rebar and cement out there on horseback? Because Uncle Alan's smart and you should mind your own F-word business. Like I said, Uncle Alan's smart, and if I knew it was getting serious, Uncle Alan will load up F-250, pull it into the secure area, and I have the mine shaft already marked off. Plague rope, dangerous. Other things on that there, and it's sealed up, and it has barbed wire, and it has a warning sign. People will be prosecuted. Highly dangerous, toxic area. It's all bullshit. I already tested the area. So I'll just walk into my mine shaft, put up the bricks, wave at you, and a lot of people, well, can we get power or internet? Okay, think again. That's where practice messed up. If a nuclear bomb went off within certain areas where you get fallout, you're not going to get internet. And your solar panels will be fried. Does everybody forget electromagnetic impulse? These people didn't. Okay? So your internet's gone because of electromagnetic impulse. There's no receiver towers to transmit you whatever. And if you're trying to get something from Starlink, it's not going to work because they're going to be at ionized radiation in the atmosphere for 4 weeks. So you're not going to get a signal. So Hubble's cat, I don't know why it doesn't work. We're away from the radiation. Yeah, but the ionized radiation in the atmosphere isn't. So you're not going to get any information in or out unless you have special satellite high frequency type of equipment. Anything on the lower scales, no. Okay, and I know what system they use, and it's not going to be, you can have it civilian use. Okay, I keep telling people, if you're going to do a bomb shelter, you can't do it willy-nilly or follow some kook on YouTube. I don't trust myself, so go do your research and you figure out. Go ask Atlas Shelters. They got a perfect example on why you will die within 72 hours after attack, because it's not going to be the pulse radiation. It's going to be fallout. You're either going to die from alpha, beta, or gamma. And he showed me like a homemade filter from Walmart, and it's like these people are going to be dead. Okay, and then he showed me one that was proven to work. It was made by Berkeley scientists, and it does use filters but there's 3 of them, and plus toilet paper and activated charcoal. How hard do you think the air pressure is getting through that? It's really hard. Okay, a lot of us knows what we're doing. A lot of homemade filters for radiation. A lot of you guys don't understand. And it's always the first 2 weeks. Okay? So if you're trying to get communications out, all right, remember, first 2 days, you're going to have an EMP pulse or pulses. So think about that. Canadian Prepper already did one. Okay, basically, impulse weapon or electromagnetic pulse weapon is not a bomb, it's a capacitor. So you're there in your little bunker waiting out the fallout, and you're wondering, I got electricity, but none of my gadgets work. Why? Because somebody planted a capacitor out, and every 12 hours it's giving out a pulse. So none of your cell phones work, none of your computers work, none of this stuff right here will work. Lights, on the other hand, maybe work. Solar cells, it's a little hard because you'll get direct current, but you won't have anything going through your boards or whatchamacallit. Shoot. I forgot the word for it. It changes DC into AC, and it's your voltage regulator. And like he said, he's going to put batteries in that bunker. And you see how big that bunker is, or a root cellar. I don't think so. Okay, please check it out. Like I said, if you're going to design something, think very hard. I tell people, designing a good bunker underground is not makeshifting or dual purposing a root cellar. Okay, think that very clearly. Okay, and I'll catch you later. You have a nice day. And like I said, check your information, read books. If it doesn't make sense to you or sounds too easy, then it's wrong. I'll catch you later, folks. Bye now.